Injured here, 3v3 faction war. This is Angstrom Heights and Space Marines versus Chaos Space Marines. The blue team, we've got all Techmarines here. First up is Shoulder Mount. We have Bruce Campbell with some Ultramarines and Hentai with Senpai. I believe this is Piano, rocking some Blood Ravens. These guys start off in ranged combat, can also support the structures and repair. Hopefully, we will see a turret or 5. Red Chaos team is wrecked with a Plague Champion. Starts off in ranged combat with a damage over time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. Death Guard elite scheme. Alongside Mushraam, I believe also known as Shroom, with a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, also objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense and disruption fights in melee combat, looking to get into some fisticuffs early. And rounding off the teams is Kickin, with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero, powerful control abilities and battlefield manipulation. Black Legion here, coming towards the mid. Lots of bolter fire as expected. Chaos Lord taking a bunch of damage. Techmarine being chased by heretics. And Chaos are capping the mid. Tactical Marines pushed all the way off there. Techmarine gets swarmed. Expect early pushes here from Chaos as Space Marines gather themselves, get their upgrades, get their tech, and then maybe roll back through. We will see. They are capping the northeast, and this Techmarine, Shoulder Mount, getting on the VP there. Uh-oh. Doom bolts, fellas. That's it, run. They might have got a model if they didn't retreat there. Power harass with all the heretics, some CSM too. These guys taking a lot of damage because those are Kraken bolts from the Tactical Marines. Very low, getting some Nurgle worship now to health regen them. Grenade goes in and misses. They did bash the gen, but the node is being rebuilt. And as you can see, the heretics are getting far less damage when they are in melee. That's a passive innate thing that most units have. I think it's 40% less range damage when you're in melee. Heretics trying to get the VP back. Techmarine is bashing power, I think. Yep. I thought it was maybe just shooting at the barrels or something. These fellas with a sergeant and now shotguns. Bad news for these fellas. Scouts pretty good in general at dealing with heretics. They can usually outpace them and dodge their grenades and that kind of thing. The grenade launchers, I mean. Big champion here, completely out of cover, almost killed a scout, but is persuaded to leave. We have the mastercrafted bolter for Bruce Campbell. Havocs get messed up, and maybe they can push through and bash power. Do we have any flamers on the way? Don't see any. Mushraam with some raptors. Shoulder Mount gets some devastators, and it's double CSM for old Bruce Campbell here. Havocs of Kickin. Looking for some of the shootout. We have a fully built up contested power up here from Shoulder Mount. Confident they can hold on to it, I suppose. There's only 2 Marines in this squad. CSM taking the VP back. Kickin seems hesitant to push. Not sure what he thinks Shoulder Mount has, because they don't have a lot. Aspiring Champion comes in on these heretics. 496 to 427. There's those Kraken bolts. Need an intelligent use of cover here. You see these guys trying to flank and negate this cover. Chaos Lord going in. Raptors now jumping. This is a lot to deal with in your face. Can they get a good grenade? I don't think they can. Oh, maybe they can. Wow. How did they not kill one? That was so unlucky. Very good grenade from Piano. Mushraam is not impressed. Yeah, I think Piano's surprised he didn't get a killer model there. So was I. I thought that grenade was going way off. Got a turret up. Just bypassing the Space Marines here is Kickin, going straight for the power. But again, on this VP is Shoulder Mount. Meanwhile, talking of power bashes, Chaos are back on this one. Techmarine almost falls. Raptors causing a lot of problems so far. These are wrecked Raptors. Not sure where Shrooms are. They're back at base. Easy revive here for a level. Sometimes it doesn't even seem worth killing the enemy hero in a team game. Just gifting a revive and gifting a bunch of XP. That's why the XP for reviving was reduced quite a lot. Used to be like you could just get level 1 to level 2 for reviving. You're gonna finish this generator off, fellas? There we go. Got the node, got a gen, at least one gen. Scouts could have a decent grenade opportunity. There's one. Nicely done on the Havocs. Killing 2 models. Good play from... who was that? That was Piano again. Raptors getting involved. That suppression on landing. Good for shutting down ranged blobs, but they do get Kraken bolted up. Scouts do not drop a model either. They have preserved things pretty well, the Space Marines. I mean, Chaos are pushing hard, but they're losing every time they push. Losing stuff, losing models. I mean, they are getting power bashes and things as well. This is an impromptu faction war, I believe. It's not part of an event. I'm not sure if these players got together and planned it, or this is just how the heroes were chosen on the day, in the moment. Heretic getting a good old retreat melee in the face of these tactical marines, but they don't lose a model. That's what Marines do. Look at this. Shoulder Mount lost his own VP. Sorcerer with the Sigil of the Rift to mess up these Devastators, no doubt. And a Razorback on the way for Bruce Campbell. Raptors in retreat. Raptors moving forward. Plasma gun already up for Piano's Techmarine. Scary, scary thing. Scary, scary thing. 37 DPS on a single model. And as you can see there, overcharge makes the DPS go crazy. Turret going up here. Did this turret survive? It's still there. There's a jump, but they don't have a huge amount of support. Can they get the turret down? At the moment they're focusing on the Techmarine. They don't want him shooting that crazy plasma gun at them, but they couldn't keep it up. More Raptors here. They really need to jump in together, I think. And now a Whirlwind doing its thing. There's some Pawn Worship. They need some anti-vehicle now. Everyone's tier 2, or going tier 2. Wrecked the last player to go. Here's another Razorback from Shoulder Mount. And triple Tactical Marines from Bruce Campbell. Let's bring all the Marines. They're good at their job. These guys getting a Sergeant. Does that suggest they're going to become Stone Guard veterans, maybe? It's a power bash. So this is what happens when you fight Space Marines. You push hard against them. You get little bits done, but you lose more than they lose, and then they hit you back. Power goes down again. Raptors here with their aspiring champion. He gets that very fancy looking Demon Maul, which is a heavy melee weapon. Could try and hunt down the Whirlwind with it. More turrets. This time a missile turret too. I asked for turrets and I got some. Level 3 Techmarine for Bruce Campbell. Pianos is level 2 with the scary plasma gun. And Shoulder Mount level 1 with no war gear. What about you other fellas? Chaos Lords going for Armor of the Inferno. Help deal with the turrets maybe from range. Razorback doing some good damage to the CSM alongside the Techmarine there. They drop a model but do get the decap. That causes a double here for the Chaos. Blood Crusher now. Gonna eat a Hunter Killer Missile immediately from the Whirlwind. And Vengeance rounds from the Stone Guard veterans over here. Let the Galaxy burn going in. Chaos Lord needs to follow it up with some melee though. There we go. They just need his presence to mess things up, I think, a bit. Mess up the lines. Tying up the Techmarine now, the Chaos Lord. Blood Crusher tying up its biggest threat right now, these Stone Guard veterans with the Vengeance rounds. Plasma Gun Tactical Marines. That doubled Whirlwinds for Hentai. I think it is. For Piano, rather. Look at that. Chaos Raptors are in here. They are chopping up Marines pretty easily. That was a pretty good push by Chaos. Killed some models. Can they have an orderly retreat back and stay in play though? I don't think so. Chaos Lord has to just retreat. And we've got some Plague Marines now from Wrecked. Gets a rear armor hit on the Razorback there. Maybe another shot coming here, perhaps. Nope, they get knocked over before they can do it. Havoc's also out of there. How are they going to deal with these double whirlwinds? If they're looked after and defended, it can be tough. Look at all these Marines. Brought all the Marines. What's this? Power Bash. Kickin also has some Plague Marines. That snaring missile launcher, decent at bashing power. Having to retake their own after it got fully bashed and decapped. 336 to 375, tier 3 for Bruce Campbell. Are we going to see a relatively early Land Raider? We do have Orbs of the Omnissiah from Piano. Signum for Bruce Campbell. And Shoulder Mount is down. Ran into a autocannon, it looks like. Raptors get the jump. I feel like they're jumping in a little bit isolated, these Raptors. Every time we see them jump in, that was a really staggered jump which messed them up a lot. And they don't get away. That was, I'm not sure what happened there. It might have been that they purchased their aspiring champion just as they jumped, and it really messed up how quickly they could jump in there. But that's quite unlucky for wrecked. Those Raptors got wrecked. But again, they're able to kind of brute force their way through. Got some powerful melee now. Chaos Space Marines with the Mark of Khorne for Mushraam. As does Raptors. Chaos Lords now getting claws. And do they have shotguns? There's no Devastators down here. And they do have this Mastercrafted Bolt to try and shut down melee too. There's Mark Target. So now they have these Mark of Khorne CSM to follow up the Raptors. It's much scarier for the blue team, but they are close to base here and focusing targets well. Double cap for Chaos though. Let the Galaxy Burn flies in. Seem to miss most things, to be honest. Does have the Lightning Claws now though, at level 2. This guy going after Whirlwinds. By this guy I mean the Plague Marines. Got some Marco Zinc CSM. And in 2.9.2, which is what we have here, the aspiring champion gets a plasma gun. There it is, look at that. A 24.88 demonic plasma gun. Sounds awesome. Not as much as the Tactical Marines plasma gun, but remember the other models have Inferno Bolters, so that is a scary, scary ranged squad. We've got some more over here. Dreadnought with an Assault Cannon, triple cap here for Chaos. More shots flying in. Whirlwinds have moved up. There's an orbital set up by a high-powered shot there on those guys. That's a pretty good one. Recognizing that they have to retreat through here. They are retreating, so they shouldn't take... Oh, they took quite a lot of damage. I was going to say they should get away. But the Heretics, I don't think, got away. Havocs did. And those were the CSM. Oh, maybe these are the Heretics that survived. I'm not sure if Kickin had 2. Well, that was an old Razorback that went down, I think. Whirlwind's now sitting on the mid. Can they get on him? There's a Raptor jump. Seem to be focusing on smashing up infantry first. Which has worked out okay for them so far. There's that high-powered shot again. And throwing in the orbs to mess up their energy, as you can see. Does have its uses, even if there's no vehicles around. Oh, and they couldn't get a swing with the Demon Wall, I don't think. Here comes the Plague Champion. With the Plague Fist and Armor of Pestilence. Smack gets a rear armor smack on the Whirlwind there. 122-375. Predator tank for Bruce Campbell on the way. But really impressed with these Chaos pushes here. They've kept it up. Didn't think they'd be able to, but they have kept it up. Just as I say that, are these Heretics going to die? No, they survive. You see this demonic plasma gun doing its thing, but it's getting knocked over. There's that assault cannon dreadnought. And of course with 3 Techmarines you have 3 copies of Blessing of the Omnissiah, that global vehicle heal that you can use. I'm not sure if they'd stack from multiple players, but even if they don't, you can chain them together. The Sorcerer seems confused by this power, just smacking it from range with the Rod of Warp Fire. Investments of the Warp 2. And there's some Tzeentch Worship. It's one way to avoid getting shot at. Don't be seen. Marines are back in the mid though, and capping level 3 there with a plasma gun. These guys level 3 with a plasma gun too. And of course the Stern Guard. And they're going for power. Autocannon suddenly arrives out of infiltration and almost takes out the Predator tank. So close, does get it. Does get it. I think the Plague Marine missile shot there that slowed it down a bit really helped. A good vehicle hit there by Kickin, using infiltration to get it done. Get some shots now on the Dreadnought. Scouts trying to repair, and it's Whirlwinds to the rescue. 86 to 362. Piano suggesting that it turns and fights, and it's doing so. Now being tied up though by heretics. And Plague Marines are able to get several shots in here despite double Whirlwinds being in play. Double cap now for the Space Marines. What's going on in the mid? We have turrets. Well, a turret. Another Predator tank from Bruce Campbell this time. And this is Piano's Predator tank, not moving right now. Oh, down goes the Dreadnought. Should have maybe kept it moving. Sigil of the Rift being used to bring the Plague Marines in play. Nicely done by Kickin. And the Chaos Lord messing things up. Really impressed with the pace that the Chaos team has been able to keep up here. Plague Marine gets the cap with the Plague Fist and Mucus Discharge heal. Plague Marines couldn't quite get it done, but they did put pressure on the Whirlwind there. Speaking of pressure, we have Melter Gun Raptors trying to finish off this tank. But it's not going to work out for you. Fellas died. They were trying to throw their Melter Bomb. Yes, really. Mushraam's not pleased with these Techmarines because they can repair, I think. I'm not sure. This is turret. Seems to have longer range than usual, but it's just my imagination. I thought it was a missile turret or something. Oh, Havocs are being trolled by the power node being rebuilt. Did get a decap on the VP though. Double cap against them here. Shoulder mount with just 2 units on the field. Stern Guard veterans, scouts. Shroom also with 2 units though. CSM and heretics. Trying to bash this node again. Land Raider Phobos on the way for Kickin. Got some Nurgle worship. Maybe a Nurgle shrine up here would be good. The Space Marines really are stacking on this VP though, and that could be tough to dislodge here. Double Whirlwinds. We got tanks. We got a whole bunch of Marines and 2 turrets. These guys have flanked around it though. And that's the Whirlwind doing its thing again. Chaos Terminator's coming in. Could get that autocannon, which would allow them to very easily deal with the turrets from range so they don't get suppressed. Although Plague Marines are good at that too. But they can be knocked over by Whirlwinds, then Terminators can't. Hellfire now for the Stern Guard. Still trying to deal with this node. Fellas, give it up. Just bash it. 34 to 294. Double cap for the Space Marines. Can they hold on here? It'd be a hell of a comeback in terms of VPs. I mean, they've maintained good armies. Well, Bruce Campbell and Piano have. After a strong start by a shoulder mount, putting a lot of pressure on his VP, has become depleted here. I need to recover as something. I guess they're saving for a Land Raider. Chaos Lord just taking shots here. There we go. I want to see some demonic plasma gun. Scary, scary squad now. Even more so than they were. Another turret up here. Can they break through these defenses? Do they even need to? They could go after the natural VP and get a 2-to-1 cap that way. Here's the Land Raider Phobos from Kickin. Plasma cannon up here from Piano with massive range, as you can see. Heretics chasing Loyalist Terminators. Very brave Heretics. So that's what Shoulder Mount went for. Maybe Chaos are recognizing the need to go towards that VP. That was a very well-timed orb by Piano there. Caught the Phobos coming in. Scout's just hanging out, ready to repair, I think. Predator tank is dealing with the Phobos. And that is a Cyclone missile launcher. Look at that damage from the Terminators there. That was nasty. It's gonna get taken out, I think. The orb really messed it up. Really messed it up. Down it goes. Was that a whirlwind rocket taking it out there? Didn't last long. Here comes another Land Raider Phobos from Rect. Okay, Space Marines trying to some flanking maybe. Triple cap for the Space Marines. Can they come back here? Chaos team, I think, really need to push against that natural VP. All together. Kick in with some more Plague Marines. There's a lot of stuff to deal with. Look at that. Turrets everywhere. Oh, they did take one out. There was one here, wasn't there? In fact, there's only one turret now, I believe. Okay. They're getting through it slowly. Can they get through it quickly enough? Melter gun Techmarine for shoulder mount. Heretics, no chance you're getting through with those whirlwinds there, fellas. Are we going to see a grenade? There it is. And there's the retreat, which might have saved them there. It was a very well-placed grenade. Pushing through the top now are the Techmarines of Piano and Shoulder Mount. Shoulder Mount backing away. We do have an autocannon covering the VP. That's not going to suppress things, though. What's the Techmarine going to get up to here? There's some Nurgle worship. Just going to tie them up, I think. Oh, he's got powerful sweep. That was... Just walked all the way over here to powerful sweep some havocs and then run away. Techmarine knows how to have fun. Here's a second Phobos. And some late game Assault Marines from Piano. A shrewd choice. Mess up the havocs. Frustrate the Mark of Zinc CSM. Maybe get eaten alive by Mark of Khorne CSM. We'll see. But level 4 Mark of Khorne CSM has Shroom. Trying to cap up the bottom of the map. Deny some resources to the Space Marines who still have this contested power fully built up. 34 to 88. This game has not been what I've expected at all. Didn't think the Chaos Marines could keep, so the Chaos could keep that pressure up. They sure did. But now, later than I thought, Space Marines have dug in and have stabilized. For now. They still have a lot of stuff though, the Chaos players. 3 Plague Marine squads. We got Land Raider Phobos. We got some scary heroes. Level 4 Chaos Lord. Has to flee, I think. So now they've definitely seen the second Phobos. And here's the third one on the way for Shroom. Mark of Khorne CSM getting suppressed by the scout shotguns. And then being picked off here. Uh oh, I don't think they're going to get away. They do not get away. You got some Vanguard veterans from Piano. And they're chasing down Terminators. There's a lot of power melee damage on those fellas. 34 to 47, it's so close. Trying to get a decap. Plague Champion going for it now, using the Breath of Nurgle to save the Plague Marines there. Might have wanted to save it for himself though. See the Plague Fist allowing him to decap because of the Pestilence Strike. Gets it. There's the 1-to-1 evened up on 34 to 35 VPs. Shroom is down to Heretics. Is still getting the Phobos though. Terminator is going after that natural VP. And Marines back on the contested. Not sure if they can pull this off, the Chaos players. Tonal subjugation now to mess up Terminators and the like. Are we going to see it here? We do. Uses their teleport. Gets them into all sorts of trouble. The Phobos of Rect is barely clinging onto its demonic life. Here's the second one, the third of the game. Can they kill this Techmarine? That was a direct hit from that las cannon. Down he goes. But the Space Marines get it with a double cap there. Wow. Chaos started so well, they just couldn't deal with the amount of stuff on the mid. Was crazy at various points. Like midway through tier 3, Space Marines really stabilized. These double whirlwinds were amazing from Piano. Level 4, both of them. Let's look at these heroes. Level 3 Techmarine from Shoulder Mount. Level 8 from Bruce Campbell. Level 6 from Piano at the end went down. Got a level 4 Plague Champion went down trying to cap, I guess, a level 4 Chaos Lord. Didn't see a lot from him once he got his Lightning Claws. I didn't see him mess up Marines and stuff. It was just so hard to get in there. And a level 4 Chaos Sorcerer from Kickin. Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking it upon themselves to get a faction war going and sending it in. And I'll see you next time.